We're at the halfway point of season 3, and unfortunately, we're halfway into the skip and rope game. And Gi-Hun has another 2 journeys to make. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, here to review Squid Game season 3, episode 4. This one is called 222, and unfortunately for Gi-Hun, even though he's made it across the bridge, he's got another 2 trips to go because he needs to go back and get Jun-Hee and help her, assist her cross this skipping rope game. So, yeah, he's not in a good position. And speaking of a good position, none of the players are, apart from Gi-Hun, the baby, and player 96, because 96 is just standing at the end of the bridge and he's pushing all the other players off. He's not letting anybody pass. He tells Gi-Hun, I'm playing the game, man. Me and you, we can split this money. We can vote to get out of here and walk away with everything. Now, is the guy technically correct? I mean, yes, but this is straight up murder, isn't it? And I mean, you could argue that all these people are slightly shady for playing these games. And yes, you might have to do something in a game that involves murdering someone or leads to someone's death. But do you not think like there's a difference between having an action that results in someone's death and then like straight up killing someone just to increase your profit of the pie?
No, totally.
This your slice of the pie, or even.
Aye, this ain't right. I know we kind of said in the previous review that once the game is on, all bets are off. But this is just. I feel like the games would have actually benefited if you weren't allowed to do this. Like, I get it. Oh, it promotes greed and, you know, bloodthirstiness and all that good stuff where, like, people see the red mist, so to speak, and they kill people to make more money for themselves. But it's like, look at all the other situations across all these games. It's like, at the same time, we can blast this guy for like, essentially doing a spamming maneuver, just pushing people off. But look in the previous game, Coin Man and Thanos is number 2. They got through and then they just kept killing people anyway. I do feel like the games would have benefited if once you completed your objective, you weren't allowed to kill people or participate further. But then at the same time, I mean, I guess if you can't participate further in this game, then the whole element of Gi-Hun wanting people across so he can get back across is out the window. But as for this game, I think just with the entirety of season 2 and 3, they had a lot of potential. This game just looked a bit cheap to me. It looked a lot heavily CGI. A lot of CGI going on in this third season, man. I don't know. The baby CGI. The dog was CGI. This skipping rope thing looked incredibly CGI.
It was a cheap rip-off version of the glass bridge.
Yes.
Stepping stones.
Absolutely. And I get it. They want similar games. But for me, I think there's a million things you could have done better than this game. It was almost too basic of a game to waste with CGI. Could have made it very more overcomplicated, but we see people fall off.
Yeah, player 100 then basically pleads. He says, Yonde. He says, right, come on, let me through. I'll give you half my money and I'll help you push the rest of them off. So this guy, again, just proving that he is nothing but a selfish prick and that he will take lives in order just to get a little bit of money. But when you're 10 billion won in debt, then I guess that's what you've got to do. So Gi-Hun then pushes player 96 away, and then this allows some of the other people to get across, and we start to see people filtering across. And then we get a conversation with Jun-Hee and Coinman Minji. He says, right, come on, we got to go, we can't stay here. And she basically says, I can't believe what you did in that last game. You killed her. And she was just helping bring this baby. You know, she was doing good. She helped me have the baby. She helped your kid get born, and you killed her. He says he didn't know. He says he was just trying to, do his best at the game. At this point, does he deserve another chance? I mean, maybe, I guess. But she says that baby's got nothing to do with a piece of shit like you. And that's pretty much it. Tells him to, go fuck yourself.
But see, this is just like forcing the agenda. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that we wouldn't have cared if this was somebody else, but I feel like this was just extremely heightened and forced just due to the fact it was a transgender character.
Who's Minwee?
Pregnant woman. What's her name?
Jun-Hee?
Jun-Hee, right, sorry guys, sorry. Min-Hee's the other woman who got killed by Thanos' number 2 many moons ago, but it's like, look, he killed her, right? Because he heard the baby crying in that room, and he might have thought, fuck, that's causing a threat to my kid. And obviously we find out in a few episodes' time, did this guy really give two shits about his kid? But it's like, look at the mother and son. She killed her own son, but that was like portrayed as this like heroic act to save the baby and kid. I just think the writing is all over the place, man. See season 1 of Squid Game. I think it holds up against any season 1 in TV history, man. I'll be honest with that. But see season 2 and 3.
Really? Because we reviewed it and I'm pretty sure you give it a 7 out of 10.
No, well, maybe... No, but you know what, though? See, season 1's hard to get right. Honestly, name me a TV show where, like, season 1 is by far and away its best season. Honestly, the one that comes to mind for me is Prison Break. Prison Break season 1, for me, probably is the best season 1 that I've seen. Just drops off a cliff a bit after it, but...
It depends. It really depends, because if you've got a show that's... If you've got a show that plans to go, like, 5, 6, 7 seasons, then season 1 will mainly be, I think, character building, and you're setting it up as you go. But if you're only planning on doing like maybe 2 or 3 seasons, then I think season 1's got just as good a chance, because you can't really afford to start off at a slower pace.
I think the problem for me though is I don't think nowhere near enough people appreciate it season 1. You're right, I gave it a 7. See, in hindsight, I'd probably give it higher. Like, was some of the acting funny? Right? Yeah. I actually feel like I think season 2 delivered better acting in places than season 1. I do not know what the fuck happened for season 3, man. But see season 1, seriously underrated. It looks like an absolute untouchable masterpiece compared to this third season, man. I cannot believe how butchered it is. So when you look at the structure of all the games in season 1 and the characters and the people's deaths and how like see the characters like dedicated time to, each of their deaths in season 1 mattered. They felt impactful, and characters that survived due to killing them or just managing to escape them or whatever, like you felt the weight on their shoulders. See, in this season, man, people are dying. People like that number 100 guy. How many times did we hear him spew the shite of, "Oh, you help me, then we'll kill them all," or something along those lines? It was the same pish, copy and paste.
We got a lunchbox.
Fuck that, man. That's a lunchbox I want no part of.
Hey, 96 attacks Gi-Hun. Gi-Hun then does like I don't know, some sort of front kick over like a suplex type maneuver, and then he flies onto the bridge, and then 96 looks up and bang, the rope takes him off, kills him. Everyone then gets across. Coin Man is last. Some guy falls over the jumping part. He's holding on. He asks Coin Man to help him, save him. Coin Man doesn't. Coin Man just goes on. I don't know if this is their way of trying to portray Coin Man as, oh look, he's too far gone. He didn't help this dude. He just jumped over him. But I mean, honestly,
you know what? I don't
think you have enough time. See, if
we counted it. It's about 3.25 seconds, right? You do not have enough time to pull someone up.
And why should Coin Man at this point? Like, I mean, if it was his fucking ex-girlfriend, I could understand it. Like, but I just don't think that Coin Man's got any sort of loyalty to this guy, and. So
it's plot purposes, right? They're not going to put Gi-Hun in a situation like this because it would make him look bad. But they'll put Coin Man in it to make him look bad, even though realistically you just do not have enough time to help him.
Well, I think he already looked bad when he killed Day-Ho, but right, then we've got about 1:20 to go. Coin Man gets across. Gi-Hun then's going to come over the bridge, and Jun-Hee tells him not to ball her. She says, "Look, just you get out here. Please keep my baby alive," and she accepts it. There's no time, and she just throws herself off the balcony or whatever you want to call it, and then that's it. Player 222, eliminate it, and that's it. Sacrifices herself so that Gi-Hun doesn't risk his life, and then therefore there's a better chance of her baby surviving. Don't know how Moon-Ji felt about this, to be honest. I mean, I think when he starts to cross the bridge, he's accepting that she's dead anyway. It's not like he needed this to realise, well, that's her gone.
You know what?
What do you think is going to happen?
He showed a lot of remorse here. He was crying. He was upset, right? But to me, it's like, well, these just crocodile tears, because what we see later on, it's like he's literally willing to kill the kid. If he really cared about her, right, which it looked like he did, to a degree, would he just be willing to kill the baby?
Yeah, and then...
And another thing you've got to bear in mind here, folks, right? Why are we pretending that the baby gets all the money? Like, splits half the money with him? He's its father. Would he not be in control of its fucking card?
Yeah, but he doesn't do anything. He doesn't go and see the baby. He doesn't speak to Gi-Hun. But you can argue he's trying to keep his cards close to his chest. But, I mean, no, I don't think so. And then you also had Thanos in Season 2 realise that there was something going on between the two. And then you felt like perhaps that would maybe lead to something, but...
It never did.
It didn't get revealed till the...
What we see here is a few of the contestants discussing here. We're going to get 5.6 million won each. Yes, that's brilliant. That's enough for me. That's enough for you. He owes 10 million won, so it might not be enough for him. We cut to the VIPs. They're like, oh, this sucks. This ain't that good. Let's put the baby in. 222 can live through the baby. And then the front man's like, yes. He agrees to it, which to me...
I think this ruins the front man's character.
I think it's ruined the fucking... Honestly, I think including the baby in the rest of the games was the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, I mean, but these games are supposed to be a bit fair. Everyone's got an equal chance, equal opportunity. We believe in fairness and equality. What is fair about having this baby in the game? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Like, think how much more interesting, right? The last game would have been without the baby.
This baby didn't vote or agree to come.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
It is fucking insane.
They literally point out at the dinner scene, right, that here, due to 222 being unable to make a decision or physically move, it forfeits its vote. Well,
but you're making it play the games, even though you just said it's unable to make a decision. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, I think they should have kept the baby till the end. But then again, they don't know Gi-Hun's going to survive. And let's be honest, if one of the other people survive, they ain't going to want it. They probably should have just took the baby off Gi-Hun. But then again, they want to have the end where he sacrifices himself for the baby. So therefore, the baby needs to be there, I guess.
No, Gi-Hun should have did. He should have hid the baby under the fucking bed and pretended to carry it with him.
But is he ever going to go back to the bed?
Well, that's a problem for him, like, but...
Anyway, the VIPs absolutely suck. We get the 6 players having a vote. 203 tells one of the guys, you're either in or you're not, so fuck off. They're all going to agree. The VIPs were worried that people would just take the money now and end it. But it turns out Frontman's got a plan. He's like, no, they were not going to do that because they'll know they're guaranteed to survive the final game. They find out that they're not getting a split of 8. That's actually a split of 9. And everyone starts losing their shit over this. They're getting a lot of money. Whether you split it by 8 or 9, it's a shitload of money. Yet people, they just turn bloodthirsty, and all of a sudden they want to kill this kid just so they can get an increase of.
I think their argument's correct, right, to a degree, because they're saying, well, why is the baby here, right? Its mother died. 222 died. Why should 700 million be put back into the pot with the baby participating? But where you've got to draw the line is like 6 of these guys are willing to literally kill a baby. It's retarded. Do you not agree though? Their beef with the number being reinstated from 8 to 9, I think it's a valid point. It's like, well, why that's never happened before. And then they're like, well, if I died, do my kids get my share? It's a valid point to bring up. The baby should never been a part of it, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of shit.
No wonder they feel aggrieved. It was just a forced plot point.
They go to kill the baby, but then the guard says that there'll be no more killing allowed outside of a game. So, yeah, there you go. But they plan on murdering Gi-Hun and they plan on murdering the baby, so it is what it is.
But at the same time, it's like Gi-Hun, when he meets with the front man, he's like, here, they're plotting against you, you need to kill them in their sleep. But they just said there's no killing allowed outside the game, so what would have happened if Gi-Hun actually did slice all their throats?
Yeah, Gi-Hun then meets with the front man takes his mask off, it's revealed to be Eno. Gi-Hun initially is upset, he grabs a knife, but Eno just says, you can kill me if you want, but someone else will just take over.
This didn't do it for me, man. This should have felt monumental, but like we said, the damage is already done at this point. To me, the show is almost past redeeming itself, where these two meeting face to face it should have felt massive. This should have been like one of the ace cards, and it just fell a bit flat.
Yeah, it was talked up how good this confrontation was, and I mean, for me, it didn't really. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it didn't blow me away. You know, I was expecting some Oscar-like performance shit, and I don't think we got that. That's for sure. Captain Park, he's on the phone. He's been compromised, so the police phone him after his place is broken into. So he now knows that there's someone onto him.
And him and boat 2 gets fully wiped out. Park wipes everyone out but 2. He's about to kill the main leader, the mercenaries, but then what happens?
Team leader Kim.
Aye, team leader Kim, he gets his gun shot away, but then our detective friend shoots the big harpoon through Park's chest. He dies after like a couple of words. He's like, "We'll never find the island, too late." "Oh, why'd you keep me? Why'd you keep me alive?" "He told me to."
I was following orders. So, we had Woo Seuk in the police station. He wanted his phone call, but they wouldn't give him it. And instead, they phoned Captain Park first, and they explained that, this guy broke into your place claiming that you play these games and all this shit, and he killed your dog. And yeah, Captain Park at this point just went into his closet and took out a big fucking M16 and went to town. But Captain Park's now dead. They know he's the traitor. Earlier, he basically crossed out a section of the map where he said the island wouldn't be. And this gets Jun-Hee to believe that perhaps this is where the island actually is, because obviously he knows now this guy's trying to put them off the trail. And he thinks that perhaps, he has misled them. So, I mean, at least Jun-Hee's closing in on the island now. It took him about 8-9 episodes to get to this point, but at least he's
just a waste of this character at this point. It's like just. Though I mean, by the time we're going to get there, folks, the damage is done. I just can't believe it, man. I'm so disappointed. I was looking forward to it so much.
Then Noel manages to escape the island with player 246, but she gets called by the masked officer who says, "You're going to that amusement park, aren't you?" And then at this point, she does a 180. She gets 246 to drop her off and says, "Right, you need to go, get to shore, phone the police. Your daughter's in danger." He's like, "How do you know my daughter?" But she doesn't really reveal that, and then we see her planning to get back in to the island. And that's pretty much it. You know, he leaves, she starts climbing back up the island. We've got Jun-Hee heading in the right direction. He's still at sea, though. It's fucking hell. I mean, this Noel character, and I get it, she knows where the island is, but she left the island and then returned to it literally within the space of 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
Whereas Jun-Hee spent 10 episodes trying to find it.
But another thing I don't really like about season 3, Gi-Hun hasn't, apart from this game, do you not think for the first 3 episodes it didn't feel like he was the main character? He was kind of just sitting there, handcuffed, fucking depressed at his tits, not doing much. It doesn't feel like he's top dog. And see the mission that began at the start of season 2, where he hired these loan shark guys to search for the Dajaki man with the detective. It's like the mission was for him to infiltrate and for them to find the island. But there's if you say it just doesn't feel like that even happened. It's like Gi-Hun. Is he no looking at his imaginary watch like, where the fuck are these guys?
Well, obviously he knows that the tracker's gone, so...
No, yeah, I know he knows the tracker's gone, but for fuck's sake, man,
But that's another thing, spoiler alert, guys, if you know the ending, Gi-Hun doesn't get any closure that way.
Nothing? Yeah, nada.
See, for all Gi-Hun knows, they've just given up and stolen his money.
Yeah. But we'll get to it, man. We'll get to episode 6.
But they don't know where... Jun-Hee knows where his money was, and so did the other guy.
Yep.
For all Gi-Hun knows that they've went, fuck it, finding this island's too hard, let's just go and steal his 56 billion won.
Wouldn't have been as bad if he won again.
I could fucking get that back up to 100.
Aye, but...
Anyway, guys, that was episode 4. I think this was the last good episode of the season, but I don't know if I'd describe it as good, to be fair.
I'd give it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I think I'll...
Straight down the middle.
I think it went downhill after the game.
Yeah, but I think the game was poorly written. Just, it's like you've got them fighting.
Yep, fighting.
You've got them fighting like at the exit of like the path, and like it's like, move out the way. I'm tired of jumping. It's like, can you not fucking see that? Yes, they may be blocking like the actual exit, but you can still get past them.
You just jump over them, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Or like even the guy that was blocking them right at the start of the game. Yeah, he's obviously blocking it. But see if you jump and then ran for 3 seconds and tackle it, he's not able to push you off.
Especially if Brock Lesnar. Like.
No one's Brock Lesnar here. Just a bunch of
close.
Just a bunch of. I tell you what, right? See, as woke as the American version could be, at least you could get like different variations of people in terms of like size and stature. I feel like everybody in this is kind of similar.
Aye, well, that's it, guys.
Like, they're all like 5'10".
He's giving it a 5. I'm going to give it... I'll get a 6. So it's a 5.5 out of 10. 2 episodes to go.
It's downhill for here.
Which Korean show are we watching next? I hope it's Squid Game Season 4, not that much.
Nope.
Anyway, guys, that's it. Till next time. Disappointing. And I think the last 2 episodes just get worse. But we'll be back to review them. Sad. Very sad. But, you know, it sometimes happens, you know, when they get greedy and they just try and milk stuff. I do think there was potential for a Season 2, but you know what? I think when they split it into 2 seasons, when you knew it was realistically just one season, it was a disaster. I think the writing was on the wall. The writing's on the wall. It was great straight from the beginning. They took a plot that lasted for 1 season and they decided, you know what? We're actually going to slow this pace down. We're going to put in a bunch of filler and we're going to actually get 2 seasons out of 1.
See the last 2 episodes? It almost feels like they were written as a fuck you to Netflix. Like, yeah, we didn't want to do this, but you made us do it.
Could have been.
I feel like the final game and especially the final episode were written as bad as possible.
No, I agree.
And not in terms of, here, that's the worst ending, as in, like, it's the saddest, tragic ending. A lot of it is sad and tragic, but it's how you get there. But we'll get to it later on.
We literally, because the skipping game ends about 10 minutes, 15 minutes into the 4th episode. You almost have 3 full episodes with just 1 game remaining.
Yeah. I love it. Oh, it's tragic, man. 5 out of it.
And I gave it a 6. And that last game took way too long. Squid.
Oh, it was oh, fuck, I can't wait to rant on it, man.
Anyway, guys, that's it. Till next time. 5.5. Peace.